There's my girl. There she is, the Daisy May. And we are painting. This is 50% turpentine, 50% high quality Boysen paint. And we are putting a coat and a half. So how you put a coat and a half on is you put a coat on it and you wait about 15 minutes, and then and then when it starts to dry, because it's 50% turpentine, after 15 minutes you put another coat on, and this is a coat and a half, which looks like a full coat, but it's actually 50% turpentine, 50% paint, painted. Wait 15-20 minutes because it's very hot and it's very windy, as you can see, and that's drying out the turpentine very quickly, and that's 1.5 or a coat and a half. The shroud is over here, and that's painted also a coat and a half. Now the next part of this project is Daisy and I are going to go up. No, you're going to... No, forget that, honey. Come on over here. All right, we're going to... What I have here is I should paint this engine, but I want to get a coat and a half on that metal frame before it rains. So here's what I want you to do, Daisy. I want you to come on this side of the machine with me. Right over here. Okay, stand over to my right and hold this so that you could see what I'm going to do. Okay? That's about like that. Will work just fine. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the air blower and blow the paint through the bottom of the radiator, which is where the water usually sits. So, I'm also going to paint the bottom of the radiator is sandpapered and wire. First it's needle scale, wire brush, and then sandpaper. So put the yes.
Very near.
Put the camera closer. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to blow this through the radiator. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this everywhere. I'm going to do it down here first, though, so that it goes through the radiator on the bottom, because the bottom is where the water sits, the buildup. So what we're doing is getting the place where the water is going to sit the first, and we're putting it in there. Now just put it, that's it, like that, honey. Okay, now these brackets also get a coat and a half on the nails around the pipe. It's all been power washed and degreased at least 3 times. Power washed and degreased. Just back up a little bit. Okay, so I want to get one good coat on everything. The first coat is the most important, because that's the most important coat. When you get the first coat on, everything else goes on easy. When you miss the first coat, you're trying to fill in cracks, which we don't want to do. So I'm going to paint all of this, and I'm going to give it extra paint, because this is the 50% paint, 50% Boysen white high gloss enamel, and 50% turpentine. And all of these cracks have been pressure washed, degreased, power washed, pressure washed, and degreased 3 times, so that when I decide if there's an oil leak or if there's a leak of any kind, it will show up on the white paint. Most people do some stupid thing by painting the radiator black and everything around it black. I don't know why, but they do it, and I could never figure out why people paint the radiator black. I'm never going to figure it out. No one's ever going to explain it to me where I understand it. The radiator should be painted white or yellow or some color where if there's a drip, even just one drop comes out of the radiator, that's what you want to be able to see, that one drop. You don't need leakage in your radiator. So you got to get around the back of the clamps. Now I already blew it through one side. Now you saw me blow it. Now Daisy, I want you to walk around the back of the radiator and tell me if it blew through there nicely.
With the camera?
Yeah, right there. Just hold it right in there. Huh? Did it blow through?
Yeah, not all.
Not all? Oh yeah, it blew through nice. Oh yeah, when we blow it through this side to that way, it'll be nice. Yeah. Okay. All right, come on over here. Come on over here. All right, so. All right. Come on, put the camera right there so they could see. You get the back of the clamp. Best that you start with the back of the clamp or the back of the, whatever you're painting, if it's hard to get to. This way you don't have to put your hands on the part that's already painted. Me personally, I don't care about paint or where it goes. I don't mind washing it off. Some people are not very manly, or I've watched painters that could paint an entire house in a day without getting a drop of paint on them. I get about 3 gallons and I paint it in 2 days. Because I'm not a painter, I'm a schmearer. Schmear job. This is getting a schmear job. Jewish. The Jewish word for schmear means like to smear cream cheese on a bagel. A little schmear. Not a dab, and not less than a dab, not more than a dab. It's a schmear. Nah, and I'm not Jewish. I'm Italian. Now, that worked out really nice. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to just keep blowing it. So, I don't have a paint gun. And I don't need a paint gun. Because even a paint gun wouldn't give you the pressure I want. Alright, now I want you to go on the other side and watch when the paint comes through. I'm going to show the people how to get paint through the radiator.
Here?
Yeah, go over there, but right there. You hold it right there. Don't worry about the paint coming through. I'm trying to show people how to do something. So I'm going to go to the middle of the radiator and I'm going to pray it on the bottom towards the middle. Then blow. Did it come through?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going up a little bit higher. Did it come through?
Yeah, it came through.
Okay, I'm going to do that quadrant.